Hello, hello, my highly sensitive fellow people out there. Sensitive Earth Angels, Starseeds, chosen ones. This week I've been meaning to record another longer video. I was having so many thoughts and downloads this week. Earlier this week that I was going to record a video, but then I just did not have the time and the space to do it. So here goes. This is about really valuing yourself and, letting people, sort of like making people rise up to your level instead of you putting yourself down and you thinking on a low level about yourself. Because again, as Earth Angels, we're all about encouraging and supporting and understanding people, lifting them up as chosen ones of God. We have to be fulfilling our life mission, life purpose, to be uplifting people, supporting. We are healers and truth speakers and cycle breakers, generational trauma, cycle toxic breakers of all of that bullshit. And I was having such powerful guidance this week. I've been seeing lots of angel numbers. I see 111, 333, for example. Lots of ones lately. And I know that I'm just really being guided and supported forward as well. And one powerful sign that really came to me, that appeared on the right moment when I was really not feeling fully connected with myself. I was experiencing some anxiety. So because I have this Bible app on my phone, it popped up on my phone to remind me. Sometimes it does that it just pops up, and I know that the spirit realm is guiding me and supporting me and showing me love and care and empathy and compassion, guidance when I need it, advice when I need it. And so what came out was Peter's letter to the apostles, and so I've been reading it. I just love these signs, that can just pop up because, we're always guided and supported and loved, even if we don't feel like it. No matter how much we can be disconnected with ourselves and how painful it can feel, the message, like, for example, from this letter to the apostles, that yes, there is suffering, but there's also heaven. There's also heavenly peace. There's also the promise of God's love that we are always supposed to be emitting. We are love and light and peace, like I always love to say. And we must not forget about who we are and what we're here to do. And so if you open up and you ask for signs, you're open to them, they can of course appear more often and more clearly. We can intentionally, consciously ask for those signs, for the guidance, pray and manifest. Yes, we're always manifesting. Our brains are always manifesting things. So it's a completely natural thing. This is not like some weird woo-woo sci-fi stuff. No, it is just life. It is just physics. So we have to, of course, pay attention to the signs, to the guidance, and, take action on it. Like, for example, now I'm reminding myself of these facts and I'm reading, so. And it really feels like I'm at home when I'm reading, for example, this Peter's letter. There's this small course basically that it's it was asking me like, do you want to take this course on this app to read the full letter? And yes, I said yes. And so so it's reminding me now every day to read it. And it can randomly just pop up, like, you know, these signs, they can just randomly pop up. We can see angel numbers. There are messages from the angels, from the universe, the spiritual realm that's always around us and within us. We can see different kinds of signs, for example, like birds or butterflies even. But yeah, I do have a point here. Like I said, I was going to talk about feeling worthy. So of course, we have to pay attention to the signs, to the guidance from Father God, from Jesus Christ, after we have prayed and, you know, manifested, and we're open to the signs. So of course, naturally, it's our job to pay attention to what we are receiving. We have to focus on our energy and remember that, you know, if people are being evil and mean to us and just trying to take advantage of us, then, you know, it's on them, it's not on us. We cannot carry their pain, we cannot fix them and heal them. So, because ultimately, God wants us to be the peaceful warriors. And that means that we are strong, we're kind, we're compassionate, we're forgiving, we're loving. We can accept a lot of things. But because we're not supposed to be anyone's slaves, we're not here to be just bullied and abused, because nobody can live like that. That you would just lose yourself, be suppressed, you don't know what to do with your life, you don't pay attention, you don't know the guidance, what's around you, you don't know, you feel completely lost. And that is, of course, again, devil's plan. Because he's always looking for someone to devour, like the letter also says so powerfully. So because this thought was just coming to me that I wanted to address, that when we want to attract and create healthy relationships and stay safe from the toxic ones, from the attacks, because it's very draining. They are so draining. They are so exhausting. They destroy. And especially when you are a trauma survivor, you've already been surviving from trauma, from narcissistic abuse experiences, from these demonic attacks. And you just want to cultivate peace and safety, which should be your main goal. So you have to believe that you deserve healthy and safe relationships. You know, everything really begins within you. Like I always say, it starts from within. You have to believe. So start practicing the belief, the faith, that you deserve healthy, safe people into your life who actually respect you. Because of course, if you come from the mindset that you don't value yourself, you don't know your worth, you don't love yourself, you don't accept yourself the way you are, you don't know yourself, you feel completely lost in life, you don't know what to do about certain things, you don't know what to think, you can feel depressed, vulnerable, fearful, you know, scared, afraid, ashamed all of the time. So naturally, then you are more prone to be attacked, unfortunately. So in order to protect yourself more, support yourself from within. Because again, you're only hurting yourself, suppressing yourself, your emotions, your healing, your authentic self, your life purpose, your life mission, everything that there is to you authentically. your self-worth, your self-value, self-respect, self-love, self-acceptance. You need those building blocks in life with people. You cannot live your life fully isolated. And so you need to have these tools in place energetically. I'm sure that you might have noticed that the more you pray, for example, for the blood of Jesus Christ to cover you and your loved ones, your home, your life, I've been doing that. It really helps us to stay safe from those demonic energies. Because again, Jesus is the ultimate love and refugee. And when we are highly sensitive and intuitive, and we can so easily absorb people's issues and problems and traumas, whatever, that they so desperately want to pour on us because they sense that we are safe. They sense that we are powerful and safe and kind and trusting and, big-hearted, compassionate beings. So they exploit our empathy and all those traits in us, which creates the spiritual warfare. So of course it's not acceptable if you're always living a war when all you want is peace and happiness. Like this letter to the apostles also talks about having a happy life. So for example, as a woman, when it comes to dating, you have to pay attention. Is this man really bringing peace or chaos into my life? I've been saying this before. This is an important question that we should always ask ourselves. Is something bringing peace and meaning into our lives, empowerment, safety, calm energy, respect and love and care, support? Or is it bringing something toxic, something unreliable, something that we cannot trust, something that is very disrespectful, bully energy, toxic, narcissistic? Which is it? Because there is always going to be a big, huge difference when it comes to these. And of course, it really matters what we surround ourselves with. So if somebody is not wanting to rise up to your level, to the high vibrational level where you are, someone is not being kind, they are being cold, they're showing to you with their actions, with their energy, that they don't care about you and your feelings, your opinions, your rights. They don't care about you as a being. They just want to use and abuse you. They're a manipulator. They gaslight. They blame it all on you when it's not even your problem. So to avoid this toxic cycle, this toxic brainwash, you have to again stay true to yourself and step back from that situation. Go no contact. Cut this person off. Stand up for yourself. Because the truth really is that you cannot have peace of mind. You cannot fulfill your life mission, your purpose. You cannot take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself first. And you're supposed to be taking care of yourself first. You feel pain, you feel the disconnect if you're not being yourself and taking care of yourself. So that is why I always amplify these things, and I've created, for example, my free self-care checklist that will help you if you need quick tips and guidance on how to start taking care of yourself after narcissistic abuse experiences and this trauma, when you've been so bullied and attacked and you are just really at the end of your rope. And of course, because we're alchemists, again, like the letter also says, reminded me kindly and honestly that we're supposed to be elevated. We rise up when we let the pain be transformed into healing and peace and love and light, we can remind ourselves, hey, I am love and light and peace. I'm not here to fight and argue. I'm not here to create conflicts. And I think it's so important, so empowering to also remind yourself that, hey, I deserve healthy, safe relationships. And if you don't bring healthy energy and peace and respect and love into my life, then you don't need to be in my life. And also, the fact that we need to let people be. Let them be, let them do what they want. They will show you with their actions if they're serious about you, if they actually want to respect you and understand you and be there for you and be in your life. So, because ultimately we need to give people and ourselves the freedom to be who we are. So it's not about controlling, it's about letting it flow freely. The energy flows, peacefully and freely. So if somebody wants to leave your life, let them leave. Good riddance. Bye-bye. You don't need them. And you can understand that, better people will come along. So remember your own value and worth and start cultivating your healing. Do not abandon yourself anymore. You can learn these things, The brain is an organ that changes and evolves when you work on it. Your brain needs the work. It doesn't need self-sabotage. So cultivate peace and healing. Cultivate self-love, self-care. And if you need more help and support, buy my self-help book. It will also help you in a simple way. I'm sharing tools and insight in it, honestly and authentically, what I did for myself to recover from my deep depression. And of course, if you need more one-on-one help, you feel like you would be interested in talking with me one-on-one, you like what I'm talking about, my story, my energy resonates with you, you've been maybe following me for quite some time, of course, I do encourage you to apply to work with me one-on-one or book a reading with me. I also do angel card readings, authentically and honestly, of course, truthful guidance with love and care and empathy, compassion. So if those interest you, don't hesitate to get in touch. If you have questions, you can DM me on Instagram or, write me a nice comment on Threads, for example. So I will get back to you.